As a nutrition expert who loves to cook and does so regularly for a family of 6, I want to share with you some of my favorite healthy substitutions, meaning these are things that you can do that won't affect the outcomes or the flavor of your food, but will definitely make it so much more healthy. And the first is to get in the habit of using trans fat-free margarine spreads in lieu of stick margarine or butter. And the reason is, and you can get all sorts of varieties of these now available. They're not only are these sort of tubbed spreads, not only do they not contain trans fats, many of them are made with the kind of fat that can actually improve the health of your arteries, and that is in sharp contrast to stick butter and margarine that we know are definitely bad for your arteries. How about this? Part skim or 2% cheese for full fat varieties. You know, everyone loves cheese, and now you can get a full array of cheeses that are made, that taste really good, that are made from 2% milk. So we have 2% cheddar, you can get Swiss. Again, there's lots of other ones available, much healthier choice than the full fat varieties, and I promise you your kids will never know the difference, right? I forgot my prop on this one, but so I'll just tell it to you. Those omega-3 fortified eggs instead of the standard eggs, all you look for is omega-3 on the label. That will signify to you that those wonderful make me healthier omega-3 fats are in those eggs, and remember they're in the yolks. It's a no-brainer to get omega-3 eggs over standard eggs, but you can get up to 250 times more omega-3 if you get those eggs. Another one of my favorites, why don't you choose romaine hearts for iceberg lettuce? Do you know that iceberg lettuce has 10% of the recommended daily allowance for absolutely nothing? Nothing. And you know, these taste, and the crunch is pretty much exactly like iceberg. Do you know that if you compare the nutritional quality of romaine to iceberg, here's some facts. You're going to get 20 times more beta carotene, 5 times more vitamin C, double the folate, no brainer. Use romaine hearts instead of iceberg lettuce. Another one of my favorites is instead of the standard ground beef, why don't you choose ground turkey breast? First of all, turkey is one of the most healthy proteins that you could put in your body or put into your child's body. And ground turkey breast, be sure it's ground turkey breast, is virtually, in fact, it says here, 99% fat-free. So it's virtually fat-free, whereas even lean ground beef has got a pretty big dose of artery-clogging saturated fat, right? Another one of my favorite substitutions is Greek-style plain yogurt in lieu of sour cream. And there's all sorts of Greek-style yogurts now available in the standard grocery. If you've never tried them, you are not going to believe it. They are so thick, they are so decadent, and they don't have any fat, or you can buy them that are fat-free. And you feel like you are eating, you feel like it should be sinful. You feel like you're eating sour cream. And the other thing I love about Greek-style plain yogurt is it cooks beautifully. You can use it in baking, in sauces, in stews. It works beautifully in all sorts of culinary applications, right? So look for that. Check it out. And finally, we have a great triumph on the pancake front, because everyone loves pancakes, especially kids. And up until very recently, at least in the standard grocery store, you could not find any 100% whole grain pancake mix. But now you can find it. This is 100% whole grain. In fact, most of the grain is from oatmeal pancake mix. It's absolutely delicious. I promise you, your kids will love it, and you will love it. So look for this in, again, most standard grocers are now carrying it. Hopefully there'll be some other brands that come out soon, okay? Another great trick is when you're doing things that you want to be sweet, tap into the really, really sweet you can get from dates instead of sugar, right? In your baking, or even in like puddings and pies and things like that, what you have to do is you have to puree them. You have to put them through like a blender to get them pureed. I do this a lot when I'm trying to make healthy sweets. And the reason you want to do it is because dates are, exploding with nutrients that you just simply can't get in sugar, right? In fact, there's no other nutrients in sugar. The dates, you have antioxidants and some minerals and some vitamins and things like that. So think about that strategy. Another one that you may not be aware of is that you can use coconut milk. It's a substitute for heavy whipping cream or heavy cream in your recipes. Now, coconut milk is interesting. It is high in saturated fats, as is heavy cream or whipping cream, but the type of saturated fats in coconut milk actually boost up your good cholesterol. And so that's a healthy replacement, right? We all want that. So think about trying coconut milk instead of whipping cream in your recipes. And another one that I think is really clever, and I'm telling you it works, is to use pureed prunes. And you typically will get baby food. And you can use this in your baking recipes to substitute for some of the oil, not all of it. And typically what you can do, and I've experimented with this, is you can cut your oil back by about a third by putting that much pureed prunes in it. Example, let's say the recipe calls for 1 cup of oil. You can cut the oil back to 2/3 of a cup and add 1/3 of a cup of pureed prunes. So when you use the pureed prunes instead of the oil, not only will you be decreasing the caloric density of your baked goods, but you're also going to be adding all sorts of wonderful good things, like because prunes have, lots of antioxidants, vitamin C, folic acid, lots of minerals, right? So I hope that these healthy substitutions will help you in your kitchen so you can provide your family and yourself that much more good nutrition. For ICU, this is Dr. Ann.